Fourth episode, titled The Cryptic Letters Begin, and other criminal activities. Listener discretion is advised. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of myself, Tammy D, the creator, and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of any other agency, organisation, employer, or company. The information presented in this podcast is based on historical sources and research, but it is not intended to be a definitive account of the events or the people involved. As the creator of this podcast, I do not endorse or condone any of the actions or behaviours depicted in the true stories. The purpose of this podcast is to educate and entertain, not to glorify or sensationalise crime. Already horrifying saga. In the summer of 1969, several months after the Lake Herman Road murders, 3 letters arrived at the offices of 3 Bay Area press outlets: the Vallejo Times-Herald, the San Francisco Chronicle, and the San Francisco Examiner. Each letter was virtually identical and contained 1/3 of a cryptic 408-symbol cryptogram. This marked the beginning of a macabre game of cat and mouse between the Zodiac and the authorities. The author of the letters chillingly claimed responsibility for the murders of David Faraday, Betty Lou Jensen, and another young couple who were attacked in July 1969. The writer demanded that the letters be printed on the front page of the newspapers, threatening a kill rampage if his demands were not met. This audacious move sent shockwaves through the community, heightening the fear and tension that had already gripped the Bay Area. The letters were signed with a symbol, a circle with a cross through it, which would later become known as the mark of the Zodiac. The sender of the letters identified himself for the first time as Zodiac in a letter sent to the San Francisco Examiner on August 7th, 1969. This self-styled moniker added a layer of theatricality to the killer's persona, further entrenching the fear he instilled in the public. The cryptograms added a layer of mystery to the already baffling case. Despite the concerted efforts of both amateur and professional code breakers, only one of the 4 cryptograms sent by the Zodiac has been definitively solved. This unsolved puzzle continues to intrigue and frustrate investigators and enthusiasts alike, serving as a grim reminder of the Zodiac's cunning and audacity. But what did the letters and the cryptograms reveal about the Zodiac Killer? And why did he send them? The letters and the cryptograms contained a mixture of taunts, threats, clues, and boasts. The Zodiac claimed to have killed more victims than the police knew and hinted at his future plans and target. He also provided details of his crimes, such as the weapons, the locations, and the dates, to prove his authenticity and challenge the authorities. He often mocked the police for their inability to catch him and dared them to decipher his codes. He also expressed his twisted worldview, such as his belief that he was collecting slaves for the afterlife, or his disdain for society and its norms. The letters and the cryptograms generated a frenzy of fear, curiosity, and speculation among the public and the media. The Zodiac became a household name, a notorious figure that captivated and terrified the nation. The newspapers complied with his demands and published his letters and cryptograms, hoping to elicit a response from the killer or a breakthrough from the code breakers. The public also tried to crack the codes, sending in their solutions and theories to the newspapers and the police. Some even claimed to be the Zodiac himself, adding to the confusion and chaos. The motives and goals of the Zodiac for sending the letters and cryptograms are still unclear and may never be known for sure. However, some possible explanations are: the Zodiac was seeking attention, fame, or recognition, and wanted to establish himself as a notorious and elusive serial killer. In the spotlight. He also wanted to assert his superiority and intelligence over the police and the public, and to show off his skills and knowledge. The Zodiac was playing a twisted game with the police and the public and wanted to test their abilities and challenge their wits. He enjoyed the thrill and the excitement of the cat and mouse chase and wanted to see if anyone could match his cunning and audacity. He also wanted to manipulate and control the emotions and actions of his adversaries, and to toy with their hopes and fears. The Zodiac was following a ritual or a compulsion and wanted to communicate his message and his mission. He believed that he had a special purpose or a destiny and wanted to share his vision and his beliefs. He also wanted to justify and rationalize his crimes, and to express his grievances and his frustrations. These are just some of the possible motives and goals that have been suggested, but none of them have been conclusively proven or disproven. The Zodiac may have had multiple or changing motives and goals, or he may have had none at all. The truth may never be known unless the Zodiac himself confesses or is caught. The mystery remains unsolved, and the letters and the cryptograms remain a haunting legacy of the Zodiac Killer. That concludes episode 4 of our series. The harrowing account of survivor Michael Mageau. Thank you for joining us on this chilling journey through the chronicle of the Zodiac Killer. Until next time, stay safe, keep the lights on, and continue to join us as we navigate the dark corridors of history and crime. Remember, in the words of Edmund Burke, those who don't know history are destined to repeat it.